thanks for accommodating us.
Rock and roll. I'll flip on. There you go.
All right, well, certainly, I thought we've had a good week of preparation and finish that up today and short one tomorrow, and looking forward to playing. And I think felt this after the game. You know, we did some things better in game 2, but I think we still got a lot of growth that can be made and like to see be made, and kids have been working at it, so appreciate that. As far as injuries, you know, I think every guy that's missed time has been able to do a lot more this week, and we'll see a couple guys today what comes up. So no other news than that. But it's another opportunity back in the Camp Randall, and again against the team I think presents us with some challenges that we've got to answer to.
After Saturday, Vince was really big on, this week, you know, we'll have a lot of carryover from a shutout and dominating a team that tries to speed things up. Have you seen that at all, and what do you think?
I like the way that we've worked. You know, now we gotta do that, and I think that there can be some momentum off of what you do the previous week, or if you start stacking it week after week. But that's also the great thing about sports. You gotta go do it.
And how have you seen offenses? You know, Troy State's another fast break offensive team. How have you seen that? You know, as an offensive coach and now a head coach, kind of the evolution of that. You know, tons of teams now going to the spread and the hurry up.
Yeah, you know, I mean, I think there's the philosophy behind it. Spread people out, make people defend you in space, and you know, teams with good players that run it well are good offenses, and there's nothing magical about it. As far as evolution, I mean, you know, I think Rich was the first one to do it when he was offense coordinator at Clemson, and kind of evolved. But you know, Tiger Smith did it in high school coach in Cincinnati in the 50s. So football's, as long as there's 11 people against 11 people, you're going to see a lot of the same things that carry over. There's a lot of option principles to it, single wing principles. I don't know. I mean, good teams, good offenses, those are good no matter what they're running.
Defensively, they said, I think fire ants is how they said they like to play. Have you ever, I don't know what that means to you. Well, Troy said, fire ants is our style, kind of annoying, getting around. What do you see from them defensively on tape?
I think, you know, their defense coordinator we've played against a number of times, and he's a really well-respected coach, and I think they have some really good players. And I don't know about the fire ant stuff, but I think they're good football players, and it's a good, sound scheme. And I think that we've got to be. I think there's areas offensive we got to be better, and I think we're going to be tested this week, and gives us an opportunity to you know, see where we're at with stuff, because I think we got to be better, and I know we're going to be tested.
What's the status with Corey?
Yeah, kind of like what I said before. You know, we'll see what he does today and go from there.
You still planning on rotating a couple guys on the right side of the offensive line? Have you guys done that in practice this week?
Yeah, we have done that in practice.
Do you feel like your secondary in particular will be tested this week, considering all the 4 and 5 wide sets they run?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're tested every week, but it's certainly a little bit different, right? We haven't seen as much of that where it's been 4 wides, and so it's a little bit different, but I think they're tested every week.
Last week you got some of your third string guys, and I know Vince Beagle was very happy to see those guys do good work. Are you maybe hoping to get some of those guys in again to get them more reps this coming game?
I think what you're asking is, I think every time we get a player that can play, you like it, but certainly not going into this game thinking anything but we got a good opponent coming in, and we got to play the game.
You mentioned areas that you need to improve on offense. What have you seen in practice this week, you know, that you've been really positive about, you know, in making steps?
I think we've been more physical this week. I've liked that. I think that we're still quarterback, you know, Joel and the receivers have been continuing to work, and I think that we're getting more on the same page. I like that. I like the way I think they're getting used, they're in the routine now, and they're understanding what practices are. I think we're practicing a little bit better, so that part I've liked this week.
How do you think Dare has kind of shouldered the responsibilities of becoming that number one back if Corey can't go?
Like he should. I think that everyone, and that happens at every position. Someone's not going, someone's got to step up, and I think, Dare's done some good things, and he's like the whole team. Some good and areas we got to get better at. And I think Taiwan, he's still learning. He's going to get ready to play his third game, and we're going to need all these guys to be good.
Have you sensed some frustration out of Corey with not being able to play last week and not getting that many reps with Alabama? I know he really wants to get out there. But
Yeah, I don't question Corey's intentions at all. And I think all the players that don't play, they want to play. They spend a lot of time getting ready for this season and for these opportunities, which are limited. And Corey's no different than any other guy. I think they're feeling better now when they can start doing some things. The toughest is when they're inactive. And when you start doing different things, you feel better, I think, as a player. All right, thanks.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.